Hi, this is Peter Yu, publicist of Dropmysite, the most comprehensive email backup solution in the cloud. Today we'll be talking about 5 free PR tools you can use online to increase your publicity, get more contacts, and how to track the results of your work. So, as an ongoing series of programs and tutorials that we would do on helplearn.asia, we would like to teach you a bit more on how to get more publicity, and hopefully you can do it free and get the great results that you would like for every small, medium enterprise and business to move ahead. So first of all, as with all PR professionals, your job is to find journalists. There are many ways to do so. You either know them or you know somebody who knows them. However, there's only how far you can go. So hence, online tools like Journalist ID is fantastic for this. So here at Journalist ID, you can actually find whatever topics that you want to find. You can look for online journalists, print, TV, radio, magazine, and so on and so forth. And they'll all be listed here. You can even be as easy as sending them an email, just clicking it through. So you must know what you're looking for. So I'm looking for technology journalists, so I search for it, and whoever that are interested in technology beats from all across the world, they will show up here. So if I would like to speak to somebody in New York City, I can send them an email and they would know what I would like to pitch to them, and they might run it. This is the first way and the free way to get journalists. Second, I'd like to talk about, this is not free but very handy as well. It's called MarkRec. MarkRec.com is for either journalists to find people to pitch stories, or for communication professionals to pitch stories to them. So here you have tens of thousands of journalists from everywhere. This is a very good tool. However, it's not cheap. So if you would like, you can consider it as well. So just a sneak peek into what this is like. So once you get into the paid area, you can see that all the publications that are listed by name, the best top ones with stories. And if you would like to see here, this is a list of all the journalists they have gathered for you. Everywhere, everything, and the list is quite staggering. It is quite unbelievable. So if you would like to, you can pay for it, or as I said, you can go back to what we use here, Journalist ID, and find somebody you like. On top of that, besides just emails and knowing people, the other way, the fastest way right now to actually break news is surprisingly using Twitter. And using online media, a lot of journalists have made themselves available to be pitched. If you do not know them, if you're something strong and good enough, you can actually get on it. This is TechCrunch, one of the leading tech blogs, tech news forums that we would like to be placed on. And so what we do is, if we are interested in a story or certain beat, for example, Frederick, I don't know him personally, I have not met him yet, and I would like him to write a story about us because I think that his interests align with ours. And here you have his Twitter account. So Twitter is a fantastic tool. So that's our second tool we'd like to recommend. Sign up for Twitter and use Twitter to pitch to journalists. So if I want to speak to Frederick, come to Twitter, type out my pitch in 140 characters or less. If it's appealing enough, he will get back to me and he would write up something for me. And this has actually worked for us on many occasions. So our second tool that we like to recommend is definitely get Twitter to connect to journalists. Quick, fast, and the story, if it's good enough, you have to do it with 129 characters, they will pick it up. So that's number 2. Next, what other ways can we get free publicity? This is a tool that I've mentioned before, but I've never really got into showing, so here we are. We are at Hero, Help a Reporter Out. Help a Reporter Out is a very simple tool. What it does is journalists log in and sources log in. Sources will be like you. So reporters are looking for people to get comments or give insights on certain things, and this is especially important for reporters, especially when they need either international or worldwide coverage, and also when the deadline is tight. So let's log in and show how it's done. You can sign up for free, get in and see something, and then sign up for different lists for you to be involved in. So like here, my list that I would like to be involved in is the high-tech, business and finance. So whenever there is any information or anybody wants to get a quote on business, finance, high-tech, I'll be on that list, and if I would like to, I will click it and I'll get into it. I don't have any pictures right now, but you can do so and wait for it, and when it's there you can click it and you can answer your queries and get a mention in press somewhere around the world, and gets you publicity and links and so much more. So moving on, our third tool that I'd like to talk about is Clout. Clout is also a free tool. What it does, it measures a Clout score on how influential you are within your network. As we would know, the best way to get your information out there is not tell 100 people, but instead it's to tell maybe 10 to 20 people with great influence. They are the experts on what you want to be involved in, the realms, the themes that you want to. For example, in our realm, we want to be top guys in terms of technology, startups, entrepreneur, founders, and so on. So what we do is we sign up for a Clout account. So let's sign in. And when you sign in, they will tell you what is your Clout score. This is all part and parcel of what kind of influence you have as a person, as a business. So I'm not doing too well. I'm only at 56. I'll have to do better. And what it does, it measures everything that you have posted, everything that you have got out to. So it shows what your influential moments and who are you influencing. And it's important as a business to actually get on this and sign in as many of this, so it marks how well you're doing. And what I have right now is I'm going to be, or I have actually in this way become known or want to be known in the market as the expert when it comes to business, marketing, media, music, technology, movies, and so on. So tweet the topics that you want, get out there, do Facebook share. So the more you talk about these, the higher your Clout score is. And as you get a higher Clout score, people in your network, be it journalists, be it customers, users, and so on and so forth, they will start to recognize or be more aware of how influential you are, or what kind of status you are as a business, as a person, on the work that you have to do. So this is our fourth tool. Use Clout to measure and also to know how influential you are. Next, our fifth tool is Bitly. Bitly shortens every link that you put out there. And why is it important? Two things. One, because you're on Twitter. Twitter, you only have 140 characters to do anything. So you would like to reduce all your links to as short as possible, and you will be able to organize it, count how many clicking on it, and it's easy for you to share. So let's get into this. Same way. Here we go. So when you log in, you can actually even see how many of these that you have. So how many of these links that you have here, and how many clicks that you get, how do you track it, and so on. So we can see that this is the best way for you to see if any of the links that you share, any of your press that you do, whether any of that gets any publicity, anything here, and all the tools that you have that to track. So you would not be confused on how well or how poorly any of your links are doing, or how any of the things that you have done on the internet and how many people get to you. So there's no point to create publicity if you cannot track how well you're doing. So this is one of the great tools of Bitly, is that you can find out how many clicks, where was it shared, on what forums, where is it across the world, and who would like to share the Bitly links of yours. So these are great ways for you to have analytics on how well you're doing on your publicity. And finally, we have Google Alerts. Google, as the big brother in search engine, it will have every result you have here. So for example, you want to know how well your stories are, how well your press releases have gone out, if they have any mentions on you in the press. So what we have here is you go to googles.com/alerts. You can actually search a query about anything. So we want to search a query about email backup. That's our theme. And then we want to search only when it comes to news, how often, only the best results, and so on and so forth. And I click create alerts, and any time that an email backup news release comes out, it will be sent to my email account, and I'll have the knowledge of whether what story goes out, what people are talking about us, and whether I should respond or I should write something else. So here you have it, the free tools that you can use for you to go online, for you to create publicity, track your publicity, and increase your influence. So let's review again. We have Journalist ID for the free usage for you to find journalists everywhere you want to go. There is also a expensive yet worthwhile if you would like to pay, muckrack.com, that allows you to find different journalists and also connect to them quickly. Next, we would like to tell you about Twitter. Definitely get an account, a corporate account, a personal account, and this will be easy, as you can see in many newspapers, in articles that they write. The journalists would definitely list a way for you to contact them, either an email address or a Twitter account, and most journalists would like to break news quickly, would know that Twitter is the fastest way to get information. After all, if you have to summarize it within a few short characters, it has to be worthwhile or you won't get it at all. Next, we're talking about Haro, help a reporter out. And with Haro, you can actually submit pitches, you can get into different accounts that you want to be interested in, different lists, so you can do all that. So you can be pitched and you can receive pitches on whether you have any answers you want to give, any reporters on any topic that you are interested in. Next, we are Clout, influencing people in your social network, in your surroundings, and the higher your clout score, of course, the more influential you are, so you can see what you are good at and pitch to other people to read about it. And the more you are pitching about any topic, the more expert you are, means that you will have a higher score and more likely for other journalists or other press users to feel that you are an expert in your field. Next, we go into the tracking part. Again, it's a bit.ly for you to see how well your links are doing. So any link that to any press conference, the press release, to your web page, you can all make it a shorter bit.ly, and you can track it on clicks, where it is, or across the world, and who has been sharing your stuff. Lastly, we have Google Alerts for you to search for news articles, anything that's related to your topics or related to your industry. So all in all, these are the free tools that we can share to you to do online PR. So please use it, try it, and let us know what you think. And this has been a pleasure to teach you more about the free tools, some paid. And hopefully you will check back with us again when we get back to you on other ways to do online PR here at Help Learn Asia.